Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Saloni Mehta. I am a consulting physician at Freedom from Diabetes. And today I'm here on this beautiful Friday evening with one of our free birds, Mr. Santhosh Venkatadri. He's from our tech city of India, Bangalore. He's a busy businessman. And he's joined the IRP batch 79. He joined us in the month of February 2022. And since then, he's never looked back. He's regained his health and lovely transformation. And he's here to share his stunning story with all of us. So, hearty welcome, sir.
Thank
over
you.
to you.
Thank you, Dr. Saloni.
Namaste.
Yeah, see, this is a small gesture from me, which I thought that I should give back to FFD for what FFD has done to me, because it's a total transformation which has happened to me ever since I joined this program. In fact, I joined this a bit early because January 23rd, 2022 is when I attended this seminar. Actually, I got introduced to FFD through Avadhoot Sathe of Asta when there was a health and wealth session between Dr. Pramod Tripathi and
Right.
Avadhoot Sathe sir.
Yes.
And then I started doing a bit of Google search, and I incidentally stumbled upon a video where Dr. Padma Bhushan B.M. Hegde was also talking big about Dr. Pramod Tripathi.
Right.
Then I said that, okay, let me attend this seminar and see what it is, because of late you see a lot of such advertisements coming in YouTube. But this seminar was a totally path-breaking information was there. In that short intro seminar, there was a lot to learn, and I just decided that I'm going to join. After that seminar, there was no looking back. So though my session actually was scheduled in February, I enrolled in January 26 because it's a Republic Day. I remember those dates. And post that, so I got a sort of 2 weeks bonus to prepare for this whole program.
Correct.
And things went on smoothly from there. I liked the way, the professionalism with which the app was designed, and we have to send the photographs of the app, and the way we used to get corrected. All these things was very interesting. And
Right.
once I joined, the results were fabulous, and there was no looking back. And I was following this FFP protocol to the core. I did not even deviate an inch from what the protocol says.
Yeah.
And today it has given me good results.
So how was your health and diabetes parameters earlier when you joined?
See,
you
I
could share
was,
for our viewers,
yeah, I got to know that I was diabetic about 3 years ago. And also I had developed cataract, and the doctor said for my age, I'm 55 now. So for, as he said, for this age, cataract is very early to develop. He said it is because of your diabetes, and it should have developed. And one eye, I got surgery done for cataract. So it was just in these last 3 years, I realized that at that point of time, my HbA1c was 10.4 just before the surgery.
Yeah.
Then once I joined this, and that time I was having this glycophage 500. Apart from that, there were 2 other ayurvedic medicines which I was having. And the average blood sugar was around, I think it was around 380 or something. Average blood glucose level was a bit on a higher side those days. After joining FFT, within 2 to 3 weeks, I could see amazing results. Around, I think, February or so, when I did the HbA1c check, it had come down from 10.4 to 8.4, which even was amazing results. Then in 6 months time, by June, when I did my next test, it had come down to 6.4.
Right.
So that was the
and this is without the medicines. Yeah. to
My medicines were
6.4.
stopped almost within 3 weeks into
Yeah.
this program. My medicine was stopped. In between, there
Yeah.
was some challenges like COVID came. I was affected, so it even affected the way I was proceeding in the with the program. But nothing let me down. I was
Yeah.
determined to stay on course, and it worked well for me.
Yes. So these are the some of the slides. Are they visible regarding?
Yeah.
Yeah. So his
Yeah.
HbA1c was 10.4, what's mentioned, and weight was 85 kgs, and now it's come down to
Yeah,
60.
that was the most important thing I missed,
Yes.
because 85 kg and my BMI was over 30. And in
Yes.
a span of 3 months, I could bring my BMI to controllable levels. Now it is steady at it's 65. I think you have to
Right.
reduce 2 more kgs from there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's at 65 and
5
a
kg.
BMI of 23.5.
Yeah.
So that is it.
Correct. Yeah. So now coming on to the next, I would like you to share how your daily routine you are able to manage given your busy work schedule, because that's the most challenging thing for middle-aged group people who are diagnosed with diabetes, to find time for exercise and diet and all these things. So how would you guide them?
Yeah, that was a big challenge initially in the beginning. The biggest challenge was to give up milk to become
Hmm.
a vegan, because always in the morning the first thing I used to do is to sip my cup of filter coffee, and
Hmm.
I could never go through in the day without that. So
Yes.
it was a tough decision to take, to skip coffee. And what happened now with afterwards, when you have to drink coffee with black coffee with stevia and all, it didn't. I couldn't relish it anymore, because it was nowhere coming near. Then I decided to quit coffee and
Yeah.
tea. And in a matter of 1 or 2 weeks, I could easily adjust to it, and I have come out of it. And one most important good thing is my wife also had joined this FFP program.
Right.
She was a non-diabetic.
Hmm.
She joined in the non-diabetic program, and so that was another kind of a motivation at home. And so we had a healthy competition at home, and even to do all this juice feasting and all that, she was also giving me company.
Right.
So that was actually the motivating factor for me to go unhindered with the program. Otherwise, maybe I don't know, I would have left it at the thing. She also has lost 20 kilos along with me.
Oh, wow.
So, so that was the best part of being in the success. Regarding exercise, I was not at all an exercise guy. I used to say I was overconfident in my life. Basically, I will say, okay, sugars आ गया तो क्या हुआ? सबको एक दिन मरना ही है, तो चलने दो. And I used to freak out on sweets. I never used to bother about exercise and all those things. Till I joined this program and realized how serious it was, and maybe the cataract also gave me a hint that no, I can't take any more chance with this. Because what I liked about Pramod Tripathi sir was he never said you don't go back to your things. You only have to change your life pattern for some time. And maybe after a year or so, when your sugar is in control, when your GTT is in control, you know where and how to check it. As he used to say, you can just poke and see. You eat anything you want, just poke and see, and then you will
You're
know what
wiser.
it is. Yeah, you're wiser. Then you know how to control, where to put your check and controls.
Right. Correct.
That's it.
So tell our viewers now about your daily routine, the exercise routine that you are
Exercise,
following,
yeah.
from
Yeah,
sedentary lifestyle to this transformation.
I was a totally sedentary lifestyle I was leading. I hardly used to exercise, and I could never imagine that the level of exercises which I can do today. In a matter of 6 months, there is a total transformation. Now I can do 108 Surya Namaskars, which I have never done in my life. And I never ever dreamt. Even when I hear people say that 108 Surya Namaskars and all, I said, okay, there are people who can do it, but this is not for me. Now, after the 6 months, now I am following this 3-2 regimen. Now, strictly 3 days I go for gym. 3-1. 2 days I do cycling, and 1 day I do yoga.
Yeah, these
Cycling,
are his
I can
pictures.
say. So I do about, I can do about 25, 30 kilometers. I do 2 days of cycling in a week. In
Oh,
case, but I don't miss my exercises. I rarely miss any exercises unless and until it's a very
yeah.
unavoidable situation. I see to that. Now, I get a sense of guilt if I miss the exercise for a day. I just get a big
Wow.
feel of guilt,
That's great.
and
Now you
actually,
have
this
become an
is
exercise person completely.
yeah. I have become exercise person. I have come to my college weight. I mean, I don't know whether it is college or high school. I have come to that level now in a matter of 6 months. It's not a
Great.
huge gap. It's just 6 months. All
Yeah.
these changes have
These
happened.
are the pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, this was me
Yes.
before and
This
now.
was before and now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There was one more picture. This is the picture, very interesting picture on the right side. I'm wearing
Yeah.
the t-shirt of my son. This was
Oh,
another biggest problem I faced in my life because I have my wardrobe. Nothing. I don't have any best fitting dress. Everything has. I have shrunk so much that everything doesn't fit on me. So one day I just tried my son's dress,
oh,
and
okay.
it was perfectly fitting for me.
How nice.
So he got a bit worried about this because normally it happens the other way around, where the children grow to fit into your parents' dress. This is the reverse. So this has actually motivated even both my children. I have a son and daughter. Both
Right.
of them have now become very conscious about the fitness and food habits.
Right.
In fact, we have even stopped buying outside food. Most of it is we do
Home
at home,
cooked. Oh, that's really
home
good. So
cooked
it's an
food.
entire family transformation, I should say.
Yeah, it's an
Uh,
entire family transformation.
right.
Even
But
whatever we get from outside, my daughter is also a good. I mean, she's also got interest in all this baking and all that.
okay.
So even for birthday cakes, everything she used to bake at home. So we have virtually stopped all the outside food.
Oh, that's really nice.
So I would like to thank this entire team because you have a dedicated doctor, you have a dedicated dietitian, you have a dedicated fitness expert, you have a dedicated inner transformation expert, and I have
Yeah.
touchwood, I have used all their services.
Yes.
Suppose if
So
I don't
support
get them, I
system
just
of
call them
FFD.
up. Yeah, support
Yeah.
system is there. I also call them up if whenever I have any doubt, and they were always being very responsive. And
Correct. Yeah.
that is
And you
the
got to
best part
meet
of this
Sir
program.
also in Bangalore, right?
Yeah, yeah, that was one of the best. I mean, it's a really wonderful experience to meet him, get a photo snapped with him, and I think this was the first trip he was ever making after the COVID, and
COVID,
he came
yes.
to Bangalore, and we are all
Yes. Yes.
Bangaloreans are very fortunate to meet him there.
Yes, we are looking
It
forward
was
to
a
more.
very casual,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a very casual talk we had on that day without any agenda, but it was very interactive and very fun. And we
Right.
really enjoyed it. We hope to see more of him now.
Sure, sure. Definitely. Now with COVID gone, things are moving up. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah, that was a very inspirational story indeed for all our viewers, and the
thank you.
transformation that we have seen in you. And now that you are also preparing for the glucose tolerance test, and
Yeah,
I
that
hope
is
to
the
see you
next
soon
challenge.
at the Muktotsav
Yeah,
annual
always
FFD.
FFT
Uh,
keeps on giving
with
challenges and pushes you to the limit. It pushes you beyond your limits rather because as I said, one more thing which I missed is I have never fasted in my life.
right,
And I couldn't believe that I could go on a water fasting for 4 days, 3 days, 4 days.
long
And these were
fasting.
all things which I never ever did in my life. And I never dreamt in my life. 109 Surya
Hmm.
Namaskars, 35 kilometers of cycling, go without food and just out water for 4 days. I mean, this is an amazing transformation.
Right. So,
So
yeah,
I should,
yes, sir.
yeah, that's why. So when I was asked to give someone, I said, this is the smallest thing I can give back to FFT. And
Thank you
I
so
should.
much.
And I wish everybody who joins FFT just to follow the program to the core and results will definitely happen.
Yes, thank you so much for the kind words and respecting
Thank-
our invitation, joining us here
Yeah,
out of your busy schedule. Thanks a lot. And
yeah.
thank you for
Thank you, Dr.
inspiring
Salori.
many others. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, looking
Thank
forward to
you.
meet you at Muktotsav. Yeah,
Sure, sure, sure.
yes. So, yes, thank you, our viewers. Yes, keep enjoying, stay healthy, stay safe, and bye-bye. Good night.